there, everybody, Gmod here, and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Awakening. In the last episode, we began our march into Plegia to begin our daring rescue of the currently hostage-held Emmeryn, who's apparently going to be executed really soon. And obviously, we can't let that happen, so we need to get a move on and save her and move on to the Plegia Castle Courtyard. However, before we do that, as per always, there's some things I want to take care of before we go into the chapter today. And starting with off, I want to go over here to some of these merchants who apparently have some pretty cool stuff. These merchants here are, for what I understand, completely RNG if they're going to spawn on your map after a chapter, and it looks like we actually got two of them, so that's pretty cool. We got one over here, and we also got one over here, who has a bunch of steel weapons. Whenever you look at the bottom screen of the shop, every time you see that glittering icon there, that's your sign, that's what that seller is specifically holding. Everything that doesn't have the glittering icon means that it's always going to be there. So, if you see something with a glittering icon and you want to take advantage of it, that's a good time to do so. And honestly, I don't really think I need steel weapons from there over for the time being. However, there is something over here I definitely want to grab.
Oh, come on
And
in.
don't you look familiar? Hello there, merchant. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Yeah. The item I want to buy over here, while all this other stuff seems pretty cool, the thing I want to pick up from over here is this here, the second seal. And we had a chance to get this in the last chapter if I didn't mess up by getting the last village saved before I took out the boss because Kron decided to be a maniac and destroyed him. So I'm going to buy this here now instead. And this is going to become useful very soon. And unfortunately, we're kind of relying on growing money here, so I probably won't buy anything else. However, yeah, I think we're good on stuff for the time being. And fair warning, once you buy something from one of these stores, they're going to leave the map the moment you exit shop. So make sure if you're going to buy something, you do it now. Before I leave, let me just see, is there anything I really want to sell? Honestly, I'll sell the door key and chest key. I'm probably not going to use these. We have guys in our party if we really need to, like, open things up. So we'll keep that in mind. And farewell, merchant. As you can see, away she goes the moment you buy something. So that being said, we have ourselves two brand new items, one we got last chapter and one we had this chapter. And these are items revolving around promotions. We have ourselves the second seal and the master seal. The master seal being the more powerful of the two. The second seal is also interesting, but we'll talk about that in a second. However, we're actually going to be using our first ever master seal today because there's somebody I want to promote on our team ASAP, and that is over here with Lissa. Once a unit hits level 10, as you can see on the description there, you are able to promote a class into a second tier class. And most of our characters on our team are currently first tier units except for Frederick, who came to us as a promoted character, which is why all of his stats were a lot better than the rest of our party when he first joined us. However, now, of course, our team is starting to catch up to him. And now it is time for Lissa to join the ranks, because once Lissa is level 10, as I mentioned, she can promote. And I want to do this ASAP, because upon promoting the cleric class, they get an option to do combat. And doing so will make it so that if we don't have anybody to heal or we need an extra attacker on the field, we can do so with Lissa, which is why I like promoting my clerics as soon as possible, because it gives them a way to do combat. Now, when it comes to which class we can go into, we have ourselves two classes of choice. We have the War Cleric for Lissa and the Sage. And if you remember on all the bios I've been posting about our characters so far, I have class sets shown off. This is what that is pertaining to, because depending on what you're using, like depending on what your character is or what class they are, they'll be able to promote into different things. And using a second seal will put you on a different route of your current class set, while the master seal will promote you into the next tier on that class set. So hopefully all of those bios weren't being, you know, overly flashy for nothing, and this will help you guys understand, if you're newer to Fire Emblem, about how class promotions kind of work. It'll make more sense as we demonstrate them as well, because we're going to be showing off the second seal and the master seal today. So with that being said, I have thought about it for a while. The Sage class is a more magic-focused class, which will let Lissa use magic tomes, as well as keeping her healing capabilities. She'll start off with the E-tomes of magic, as you can see on the bottom screen there, but it'll be pretty handy nonetheless. There's also the War Cleric option, however, and as you can see with the War Cleric, if you look at the stat changes, the War Cleric gets a little bit of a boost in magic, however, it gives her a very big boost in her strength stat. And admittedly, while I do think the Sage class is overall the better choice here for Lissa, because her magic is way better than her strength at the current moment, I kind of love the idea of Lissa running around using an axe, and that alone makes me want to pick the War Cleric, and I gave it some thought. And while the two classes get some different skills, and obviously one has magic and the other has axes, I think it'd be a lot more charming and a lot more fun to use the War Cleric. So just on record, I do think you should be picking Sage here, in my personal humble opinion. However, for the funny and because I feel like it, Lissa, have an axe. Here we go, baby, our first promotion of our entire journey. With some holy magic from the Master Seal. Listen now gets a really cool looking dress. And a bunch of stat changes. Look at this. HP increased by 8, strength increased by 5, magic by 2, skill by 2, speed by 2, and defense by 5. As you can see, plus 8 HP, plus 5 strength, plus 5 defense. This is going to make it so that Alyssa is now actually able to go into the front lines and fend for herself. Ta-da! Do I look good, or do I look great? You look great, my girl. And of course, she gets the ability to use axes as well. Very freaking cool. So yeah, just like that, we can now use Alyssa in combat, and her stats are quite great, as you can see. All of her stats are in the double digits now, so yeah, this frail little girl, no longer delicate, as she said way back then. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. And now for the other item I want to use, and that is particularly on Gregor. And this is gonna sound kind of weird, because Gregor just joined us, and Gregor here is a perfectly fine unit as he currently is. However, I want to do a very fun build that I like doing with Gregor in particular. It's going to take a long time for it to come to fruition. However, once we actually get it put together, it's going to be a very fun time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use the second seal, which Gregor has already passed level 10, so we can actually use the second seal on him. And unlike the Master Seal, this will not promote him. However, it'll let him change to another basic class, or like a tier 1 class. We can either give him the Barbarian class or the Myrmidon class. And while you may be thinking I'll go for the Barbarian right away, because that's what goes into Berserker, I'm actually going to wait on this for a little bit of time being and actually go into the Myrmidon first. And that's because I want to pick up the skill Vantage on the Myrmidon class, which he'll learn at level 10 as being a Myrmidon, as we've seen from Long Q. And for those who played this game before, you probably know what I'm going on with this. But just trust me on this, it'll make sense in a bit. That being said, Gregor, it's time for you to live a brand new life. You are a mercenary, however now you will be a speed, swinging, sword slashing hero. Or not a hero, but a Myrmidon. Because the hero's actually a class. And there you go. So as you can see, since we're changing classes into another one, we are going to lose a little bit on some stats. However, I'd say getting plus 3 speed and only losing 1 strength is not the worst trade-off in the world. Aha, Gregor feel like new and younger man. And he gets the skill Avoid plus 10 by becoming a Myrmidon. And this is how you're going to get a lot of skills onto your characters by doing reclassing like this. And this is how you create some really fun builds on your characters, which is pretty fun. And that being said, I think that's all we're going to do on Gregor for the time being. However, as you can see compared to Long Q, for example, he still has more HP and more strength than Long Q, even though he just reclassed now. So, have no fear, even though it may look like a little bit of a weird choice to lower some of our stats, he is still stronger than Long Q currently is, which, it's kind of funny when you think about it, since, you know, Long Q's level 10 at the current moment. And also, at the same time, we also have ourselves a strength drop in our current inventory. I'm not quite sure who I'm going to give it to quite yet. However, I might be giving it to Gregor in all honesty. Or maybe Sully. I'm not too sure yet. I'll think about it. I'll be giving it around sometime soon. That being said, that's going to do it for all of our current class changes and whatnot. And now it's time for our usual support and barracks check. So as per usual, I'll put it on screen if you want to skip to the main chapter of today. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and check the barracks. What do we got? What are we working with today? We got ourselves a bunch of stuff happening, apparently. All right. Who do we got? Opening up, we have ourselves... Also, we have some boxes in the back of the room now. That's kind of cool. It's Maribel. How you doing? I just thought the crown about turning this into a tea room. It needs something. All right. Duly noted. However, that didn't make anything happen, so, yeah. Who we got next? Oh, I forgot about this detail, yeah. So in a very cool detail, a very fun detail, if Long Q is meeting with a girl in the barracks, he'll actually look away from them because he has a phobia of them, which is kind of funny. It's a good detail. Hey, what are dreams for the future? Sometimes I feel like life has no direction. My dream? To master the sword. Now leave me be. That poor guy. Clearly, Long Q was just intimidated by Alyssa's brand new class and her powerful strength now. Which is hilariously higher than Long Q. Alyssa has grown to be a strong woman. And Samia and Gregor, how we doing? So, what's the first thing you do after a long battle? Gregor take odd jobs, of course. Sellsword must earn living like anybody else. Makes sense. And Giant Kellum. I haven't seen this guy in a little bit. How you doing, buddy? Is it just me, or do I have more presents today? Gets a surge of skill and strength. Normally it would be pretty freaking cool. However, I am probably not using Kellum for the entirety of the playthrough, so I am sorry, my friend. Who's our final attendee of the barracks today? It would be Virion. Yeah. What is this filthy thing? Ah, well, I suppose I may as well give it a noble home. And we get another leaf blade. Alright, that's pretty cool. Potentially some free money. I can give that to Gregor. He's always talking about doing some odd jobs, so you never know. He can get some money from that weapon. Not bad at all. Also have some crit, which will go along well with the Myrmidon class. Pretty cool. And with all that out of the way, it is time, as per usual, for us to do some sports. We got ourselves Virion and Lissa. Alright. There, all set. Now fly straight and true, my love.
Huh?
Virion?
My.
Oh, horrors, I feel you caught me in the act. In the act of what exactly? Groping pigeons?
No.
Oh, my dear lady, no. Well, not today at any rate.
Hey!
So then what?
Do tell.
I have commanded a letter to this bird's fair wing. Oh, it's a carrier pigeon, but wait. Why would you care if I saw that?
Ah, yes.
Well, I'm simply of a guest here, being foreign as I am. Protocol demands leave from a commander before carrying on any correspondence. You mean Kralm? I seriously doubt he'd mind you sending a few letters.
No,
Oh, I'm sure you're right, but not everyone shares your brother's broad-mindedness. There are still some around the camp who still don't fully trust me.
Oh.
So why not get Kralm's permission? If you're open about it, no one will have any cause for suspicion, right? Here, I'm just gonna ask it myself. Listen, wait, I don't, you shouldn't. Oh dear, this won't end well. Oh, secret letter sending. Virion, very interesting, very interesting. We'll see what that goes into. And also, even though they just joined us, now we and Gregor. But then again, I kind of heard of the entirety of last chapter, so it's kind of to be expected.
So hey.
Hey, Gramps. Gramps? What is this Gramps? If Gregor is Gramps, and little girl is great granny. Say no ill to him, huh? Weird, most people can't stop talking about how young I look.
nonsense.
Is just how you say flatulence? No, wait, flippery, flatness, Gregor does not remember. Is that when people say lies to make other people feel better? No idea what you're talking about. Anyway, I have something to ask you.
Eh?
If you want to borrow money, answer is no. Gregor is poor like beggar.
We'll be fine.
Yes, I know that. That's why I want to give you something.
Huh?
You give Gregor a shiny gold coin?
Huh?
No, Crown doesn't let me have any money. I always end up losing it.
Aye.
Agreed. Gregor Toos is sooner trusting Sina Squirrel with life savings. Hey, for your information, I happen to be quite smart. I just don't care about money is all. Us Minikies don't use it much. Ah, it is very good. Money is root of evil. So then, what you give Gregor?
Listen.
I need you a big woolly sweater. See? It's got shoulder pads built in.
Good grieving.
Now, this looks like Graham's clothing. Also, Gregor is no good in sweater. It's too hot, yes? Yeah, but this one is really light. It really breathes. I lined it with Manakite scales. Scale of Manakite. Gregor is stunned. How are you finding such precious artifacts? See, I thought you'd be impressed. I just had some lying around, so don't worry about it.
Many
The
thanks.
Gregor accepts wonderful gifts with much gratitude.
Okay.
Glad you like it. Ah, bonding. Gramps Gregor. I'll talk more about Gregor in the future. I already made plenty apparent, but I love this guy. I was like Maui too. They're a fun combo. That being said, we're all done messing around. It is time for us to move on forward to chapter 9. Let's do this. Chapter 9, Emmeryn. So, Captain, let me be certain I understand your report. Not only did you not confirm that the Disney party carries the fire emblem, but you can't be certain Prince Krom is even among them. Is that the gist of it? Yes, milady. They were thick with sand, even their number was difficult to ascertain. Perhaps you've gone closer, Captain. Here, let me show you. Yeah, he's a goner. No, sorry. Yeah, buddy, you had no chance. Apology accepted. Do try not to kill all of the soldiers, my dear. We need a few for the welcoming party. Yusins will be here soon. Krom with the emblem among them, I'm sure. That bleeding heart prince would never put good sense before his sister. And when they arrive,
Let's destroy
I will be a
them.
massacre worthy of their legacy father, or legendary father. I got it close enough.
Sire.
The exiles will be executed at the castle on the morrow. I heard it from the king's own lips, sire.
Right.
This it is. This is it then. Exactly as you predicted, Robin. So far, yes, but tomorrow will be the true test.
Please.
Shut up there, show some confidence. Since you're thinking this got us this far. The plan is risky, but only as much as it's called for.
It's all right.
We'll find a way to see you through, Robin. Don't worry. This time tomorrow, we'll be swapping stories of Em on the way home.
Yeah.
I hope you're right. Master Grima, exalt Emmeryn is to be put to death on the morrow. Events will soon be back on course. Yes, I should have never doubted the truth of your words. The yoke of destiny cannot be cast off. Even as they resist, they right to refute you with every step, O Great One. Ah!
Huh?
Robin? Hey, Robin, what's wrong? Was it a nightmare?
Oh,
Is that what it was? Yeah, it must have been. I'm sorry, what brings you here, Lissa? Was there something you needed? Freddy says it's time to march. If we can't start the plan without our master tactician. Good people, warriors of Plagia, welcome, welcome one and all. Your anticipation electrifies the air. We all remember the crimes of Ulysses. Would you have their witch queen answer for them here today now? Yes! Finally, we will have justice. Executioner, if you would be so kind. Flavia,
Leave it to me.
I've got him. What a freaking shot.
let's go.
Everyone, now! Okay, thanks for hitting a peek. We gotta get a move on. This here is Chapter 9, and it's another desert map, meaning that if you have horse units, they are not gonna fare so hot in this desert. Get it? Because desert and hot and, yeah, makes sense. Bad joke. Okay, anyways, we have ourselves a bunch of enemies guarding the plows, obviously, and our main objective here is to get over here to the general who is blocking the way. And as you can see, he is quite the beefy boy. With 20 defense, 21 strength, he is pretty nasty. However, he only has 4 red, so if you have a magic attack to hit him with, you're gonna do tons of damage to him, so keep that in mind. And something kind of interesting here is that we can also see Gangrel's here and also Aversa, but as you can see, Aversa's stats are absolutely insane. And so is Gangrel, so we'll deal with them when we get to them. That being said, though, outside of that, we have ourselves a bunch of enemies over here, like all swarming the area. We have ourselves some forts as well to take cover in, so that's kind of useful. Good thing to keep in mind. And also, we have ourselves some sort of character over here. Libra, it looks like. We'll have to keep an eye on them. But they're green, which probably means they're helping us, so we'll keep an eye on them. And we also have another character over here of interest, Tharja, who looks a little bit different than your average enemy, so we'll keep an eye on her as well. But outside of all that, let's get some battle preference going, shall we? So obviously, when it comes to actually taking on this map, horse units are not advised. Flying units are going to be king, and so are magical units, such as mages and stuff like Lissa, like clerics and whatnot. So with all that in mind, Sully, I'm sorry, but you're probably not coming to this map. Maribel, I don't think you're going to be coming to this map either, just because you're, you know, you guys are going to be super, super slow in all the desert sand. So personally, what I'm kind of feeling is I'm kind of feeling Frederick, which may sound kind of weird because he's a horse unit. However, Frederick can pair up with other units and give them massive defense bonuses and whatnot. So I feel like he'd overall be more useful than Sully per se. And I'm also kind of feeling Maribel, mostly because Maribel, even though she's going to be moving around super slow, she is a healer and she can also use the physics staff to heal from afar. So even if she can't reach people physically, she can still reach them using a long-range staff of sorts. So she can still be useful in that regard. So I think I'll also bring along Maribel as well. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So I think it's going to be our squad for the chapter. I'm pretty happy with these guys, I'd say. And when it comes to actually putting around the equipment of our team, it might take me a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and do this a little bit off screen because our items are kind of like a mess right now. So I'll cut right back and we'll be right on back when I think all of our equipment's good to go. So I will be right back. Alrighty, I have returned. And for our inventory here, here's what we're working with. We got Chrome with this setup. Basically the exact same. Robin, I basically kept the exact same. Vake, I decided to give him the Volant Axe because there are some wyvern riders on this map, so they can potentially get shot down by the axe here. But realistically, Viren's probably gonna be the one shooting them down, but you never know. I also made sure to bring the hammer along as well, because the boss is a general, which is an armored unit, which means we can actually hit him with the hammer for super effective damage. Because, as I mentioned before, the general is, well, I haven't mentioned it before, but the general is the promoted form of the knight, which, you know, armored class, so, it's gonna be good against him. Long Q is basically the exact same, but I gave him our brand new Leaf Blade, because I figure with his luck and, you know, his already good crit, he can probably get some use out of it. Samia decided to give the logs. I thought it'd be funny, but overall, she's relatively the same. Maribel, I gave her Physics Staff, because, she's not gonna be moving as fast as Lissa, so, I thought she could use it more than, you know, Lissa can. Or she's gonna be needing it more than Lissa can to actually get her heals off. Lissa, I basically kept her the same, but I gave her brand new Bronze Axe she can use this chapter, which could be very fun. Penny's the exact same. Frederick, I gave him some strong weapons, but overall, nothing too crazy. Gregor, I meant to give him a Vulnerary, but I guess I forgot to. 1 second. There we go. We have some extra Vulneraries. I may as well get them all out. And now is the exact same, but also carrying a Vulnerary. That being said, though, I think we're all set to go. Let us begin.
Listen to me.
Take out the soldiers. Amazing first line. Amazing first line of the chapter. Take out the soldiers first. We'll deal with the Mad King later. Oh, will you now? We've been expecting you, little prince. Men, kill him. Kill his sister, kill his troops, and his friends, and anyone else you find. Kill them all! And thankfully they leave, because they were actually kind of scary. Yeah. Let's get started. You don't think it's serious, because we got ourselves a brand new map theme. A pretty freaking cool one at that, too. Alright, I'll stop. Let's get into this. Alright, so starting things off, we are kind of in a corner here. There's a bunch of enemies in front of us, and we need to find a way to get through them, especially from this Wyvern Rider. He's kind of the most worrisome at the moment. And unfortunately, we can't move too far forward because of all the things in front of us. However, we also have to be a little bit careful because there's also an archer. So if we want to use our flying units around here, we have to look out for this archer because he can snipe Sumi out of the air. So we have to be a little bit careful about that. So here's what I'm thinking. I think I'll have Sumi and Frederick go together, and I'm going to have them run up starting things off. Let me keep track of the archer. Keep in mind, though, they're also affected by the sand as well. It's not only just us. So even if it looks bad, we can still move forward as well. So I kind of want to have Samia go for the... Yeah, I'll have Samia do the damage.
Careful.
Opening things up with some good old championship. It always matters. Oh!
Farewell.
Frederick gets a critical hit. That's the advantage of having him hold the killing lance. Yeah. Even though he's not in the active party. Like, he's not in the front of the pair-up. And unfortunately, Frederick did not say the funny line, like one of the most godlike quotes in Fire Emblem history. He can say it sometimes when he gets a critical hit, and when he does, he eventually will. I'll be pointing it out for sure. And we also get a brand new skill, Relief. Alrighty, Relief is an interesting skill. It basically gives you 20% HP if there's no units within free spaces. Now, the thing I'm confused about, or like, I don't remember exactly, is it triggers if you have a pair-up with you or not. We'll find out in a second here, obviously, but could make a pretty big difference. That being said, for the rest of these guys, I think we're gonna have Naui go over here with Gregor. Actually, yeah, I'll have the two of them pair up. I'm gonna have Gregor move forward a little bit, like so. I'll have equipped the Killing Edge because he's a Myrmidon, so why not? And everybody else can march forward a little bit at their own leisure, as much as they can, anyways. Crumb, go over here. I kind of mess this up. Robin, I'll have you just go here, I guess. A little awkward this first turn because you're a little bit packed up together. And I wanted these two to pair up, but I don't think it's going to happen. So instead, I'm going to have, I'll have Wilson go up here. Damn, that really messes up. I can't move anybody closer. I'll want you go here, I guess. I'll have him put the Leaf Blade. I'll have Vic. I really cannot move Vic anywhere. This is really unfortunate. And I did not mean to pair them up, but whatever. So, we're to be kill or die here, simply because the king commands it. What do I care of these Elysians? We're given no reason to fight, only orders. What's the point? Besides, I've always been quite good at choosing who to hate on my own. Sounds like a deserter if you ask me. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. Also, this is gonna hurt. Never mind, we dodged. Good job, Robin. Right. Almost a KO, not bad. And another level up. And as you can see, Robin's actually getting pretty freaking close to hitting level 20. And I haven't mentioned it yet because we haven't really had a reason to talk about it yet, but level 20 is the max you can get in, like, during your current class tier. So if I were to promote Robin, he'd be able to level up again, but he'd go back to level 1. But if he hits level 20 and I don't have a way to promote him, he's kind of stuck for a little bit, not getting experience. Which is part of the thing about Robin. He gets a lot of experience because of his skills, so keep that in mind. And they are attacking our good friend down here. Okay, we need to go over there and help him. Although I'm not too worried here because Libra here is not only very freaking strong, we'll talk about them in a little bit. However, He also has a killing axe, so he's very likely just to kill anybody who comes near him.
Strength is yours.
And unfortunately, even though Alyssa can do combat, she's still not super strong for the time being, so... Yeah. She can take a hit now, though, which is kind of cool. She's not made of complete glass anymore, which is kind of handy.
You can do this.
And all the wyverns are coming in right now, which is actually good for me, because I want them out of the way ASAP.
My turn.
Crom comes in, not bad at all.
Thanks.
Good work, team. Hey, so it's Emmeryn. No! Got speed me to her side. As we can clearly see, it not only is an ally, but is also
Repent, sinner.
going to make them repent. I'm looking forward to talking about Libra. I really like this character. However, we have to get to him first before we can worry about that. And thanks to the soothing sword, I heal all my HP I basically took, so not bad at all. That said, Alyssa, it can barely not to get the KO, so here's what I'm thinking. Let me see, can Gregor? Oh yeah, Gregor can. Oh my God, Gregor freaking murders this guy. All right, go for it, Gregor. Show him what you got.
This'll be easy.
How to face Maker.
Ooh. Good stuff. I love his voice actor so much. I'm gonna praise him for the entirety of this playthrough. I love it so much. So here's what I'm thinking. Crom, I'm gonna have you, man, this is really awkward, huh? I can't really move him anywhere. You know what, Crom and Alyssa? Team up. Sibling pair up. Why not? And since Alyssa's one of the few characters on our team that can actually move from the stand unimpeded, she's actually gonna be able to move, like, way ahead of everybody else. It's kind of handy.
Stay with us.
Get him, Alyssa. Ooh. Ooh. It's so cool seeing Alyssa use a weapon now. I love it. I could have went for the Sage. It would have made more sense, probably. But, man, it's so satisfying watching her just go crazy with an axe. That being said, you know what's so satisfying? Watching Vera pluck these guys out of the sky. Which is basically his full-time job at this point.
Taste my fury.
Boom! Nice 32. And a level up. Not bad at all. Level 11? Yes, sir. HP... Yeah. What astonishingly mediocrity. That's a good way to put it. It happens, Vera. Don't worry. Don't sweat it. It happens. In the meanwhile, let's have you two heal up, shall we?
Thanks.
There you go. Back in the fight. And also a level from Maribel. Not bad. Level 8. Magic speed, block resistance. Not bad at all. I'll take it. And unfortunately, that's not Parabake. He's going to be kind of get left behind. So honestly, Bake and Robin, you want to team up for a little bit, go for it. And Robin does not need more experience, so Bake, if you just want to go ahead and have some fun with the hand axe here, go for it. Robin absolutely does not need any more experience, so let's just give it to everybody else if we can. Not bad at all. Okay, now in the meanwhile, Samia, I kind of want Samia to fly ahead. There is an archer though, so I gotta be a little bit careful about that. Let me see. Okay, here's what I'm actually thinking. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out, because I want to get Crom down there to Libra ASAP, because you need Crom to recruit Libra. So here's what I'm thinking. Well, we probably get to kill the Leaf Blade here. Maybe get some money out of it. Be pretty cool. Take a bit of a beating there, but it's fine. Ugh. I love this song, by the way. This new chapter song we got going on, like the new map theme. I freaking love this song. HP, skill, speed, luck. I'll take it. Kind of want strength, but it'll have to do. So here's what I'm thinking. Where's Crom? Crom is over here. Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna transfer. I'm gonna take Crom from you, and that way next turn I can fly Crom down there really fast and hopefully get Libra pretty quickly. In the meanwhile, back over here with Libra. Taking these guys out. Or almost taking them out. And magic. I have a feeling Libra's gonna take like, yeah, Libra's gonna take like absolutely nothing from this. Not bad at all. Although Libra's taking a bit of a beating here, so we gotta get a move on. Actually, yeah, Libra's actually taking a bit of a, ow. Alright, hopefully Libra will heal up. Hopefully. Okay, good. Libra does have a healing item, so Libra can definitely heal up on his own, thankfully. Where's the damn Wyvern Brigade? Hurry, close off their escape. And that's our warning that apparently they're gonna be coming from where we came from, so we gotta get a move on. So with that being said, Maribel, I'm actually kind of worried about where you are right now. This is actually kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. In the meanwhile, though, let's focus on our priority here, which is actually getting you out of here alive. And, ooh, that's not odds I'm willing to risk. That's gonna sting. If only I can move a little bit further. Unless... Oh, here's an idea. Oh, I have an idea. Big brain time. There we go, gets to be into range. Unfortunately, we break the rescue by doing that. However, I think it's worth it because we get over here just in the nick of time. And now let's use the almighty log that we forged.
Are you ready?
Ugh. I have no idea how she's holding on to this. She got a crit while using the log. Just bash his face in with a piece of wood. I love this game. There we go. Archer out of the way. And now Sonia should be completely fine down here on her own to help Libra out here, which is perfect. Now here comes the actual problem. Getting Maribel out of the way here. So everybody else can start running, I guess. Honestly, here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to have these two pair up together in a second here. I'm going to have them heal up together. I'm going to have them pair up so that way we have a way that Maribel's protected. Because Maribel, if the library show up pretty soon, then we're going to have some problems. And in the meanwhile, I think I'll have Vacant Robin go over here and cause some problems. So Libra should be fine. We took out the main source of damage here. Like, it's going to hurt, obviously, but could have been worse. There you go. Take him out.
In Naga's name.
Naga's name. And they're gonna go for Samia, actually. I guess interesting, actually. I don't know why. I definitely think he should have went for Libra, because this is gonna do nothing to Samia, but whatever. And here comes the fake. Bounces right off me, only 7 damage. Unfortunately, no fall from Robin, but it's fine. We're in no rush here. That Libra's all safe and sound because Crom's right here. We should be just fine. With that, let's get Libra on our team. Or,
Hey.
why not? You there. Who are you? Why do you fight alone?
Good heavens.
Good heavens, you're Prince Crom, brother to her Grace the Exalt.
What?
You know me?
Yes.
Know you? Of course, sire. All yes and clergy do. I must thank the gods for uniting us. Oh, dearest and most heavenly With all respect, now is not the time for prayer. It's action that's called for. Ah, too true. We're hurried here to help as soon as we heard, as soon as word came of the execution. We? Then there are more of you? Alas, there were. I lost many brave comrades along the way. In truth, I was starting to doubt the purpose of my struggle. But no longer. Pray, sire, let my act serve you and your party.
Yes.
Your love for my sister is clear. I'd be honored to join by such a formidable woman of the cloth. Man, sire. Man of the cloth. You're, not a woman?
Beg pardon.
No, sire. Woman of the clerics. I'm a priest. Well, technically a war monk, if you care to split hairs. Or care to split hairs. Oh, yes, well, I didn't mean to imply it. Well, this is rather awkward.
No.
Oh, it's alright, sire. You realize your mistake quickly enough. It could have become much more awkward. Much more. Right, let's stop there. Crom, you're 2 for 2 at the current moment. First Marv and now Libra. God, get it together, man. We'll talk about Libra in just a second. However, first of all, I want to put some javelins into this guy's face. As you do.
Stay focused.
Right, here we go. 1. Take a little bit of chip damage return. Never mind, we get a nice dodge. Alright, Crom, finish him off. Actually, never mind. I can't math. I was gonna kill regardless. We'll take it, though. There we go. 1 magician down. And now that we have ourselves some breathing room, let's talk about our brand new character here joining us, Libra, the War Monk. And Libra here is a pretty cool character. I like Libra quite a bit. A bit of one of the more undersung characters of Awakening, in my opinion. Doesn't really get enough love, in my opinion, but I think they're very cool. That being said, let's talk about them as a unit in this game, shall we? Now, first thing that's going to jump out to you immediately is that Libra stats are absolutely wild. 39 HP, 14 strength, 11 defense, 14 speed, 16 magic. All these stats are pretty freaking great, and you may have caught on to the reason why. Mostly because we have Lissa on our team, and that's because Libra here is a pre-promoted unit, joining us as a tier 2 class, kind of what Frederick did. And what this basically means is that all of Libra's stats joining us are going to be a lot stronger than your average character. It does mean that compared to the other characters, Libra's going to kind of, like, diminish over time compared to the other characters. He'll kind of flatline later on. Not that he's, like, terrible or anything. You can definitely use him if you want to. But compared to, say, Lissa, for example, Lissa's going to have more strength later on because Libra's only got a 40% strength growth. And this is basically the way how they balance out, like, pre-promote units for the most part, is that they tend to get the lower growths than your other characters, so that characters that you train from the beginning of the game or, like, earlier on in the game, they're going to end up stronger than the pre-promote characters. But, that basically means, that doesn't mean Libra's gonna, like, be bad or anything later on, but Libra's gonna, like, you're gonna notice a bit of a stat difference later on in the game compared to the other characters. Libra's gonna feel a little bit weaker than the other characters, but for the time being, Libra's stats are absolutely fantastic. And for that reason alone, I think Libra's a pretty cool character. They're very useful. Not to mention, having a character who just joins you immediately, who's able to heal, being a war cleric, he comes with, like, he comes with axes and staffs. And admittedly, I'm a bit of a better strength at the current moment than Lissa. there's nothing bad about having an extra healer, you know? Like, just having an extra character who you can field whenever you need to. If you ever need an extra slot to fill into the team, Libra is definitely a character you can definitely throw in there. Like, having an extra healer is never a bad thing, and Libra can definitely hold his own. It's just that if you want to use them in the long run, they'll tend to diminish compared to the other characters. That being said, though, I definitely think Libra is more than worth using on your team if you like Libra. And I'm personally a big Libra fan, so it may end up happening. I like Libra quite a bit. Just let it be known that, obviously, like I mentioned already, like twice, because I'm a broken record. Later on in the game, you might find that Libra's a little bit falling behind compared to other characters, but overall, they're a very solid character, and especially when they join you, Libra's gonna feel like an absolute monster, because, like, again, these stats for the join time, pretty freaking nasty. They're very cool in that regard. Also worth noting, they come with the heal touch skill, which Lissar got a while ago, which means that all Libra's heals are gonna be especially effective, which is pretty freaking cool. And also to mention, this isn't really anything to do with Libra's class itself, per se, or his stats. However, he also comes with the Ward Staff, which is a brand new staff we haven't seen before, which will give an ally of yours 5 res per the turn you use it, and every single turn that goes by after you use it, they'll have 1 less res than the boost that they were given. However, it can be a very useful staff. Getting 5 res out of nowhere can be very useful, especially against some magical bosses. It can come in pretty big handy. So overall, I like Libra quite a bit. They're a very cool character, and I hope they get to show them off this chapter. And hopefully, you know, more on, you know, after this chapter as well. That being said, though, we need to get the heck out of dodge here, because apparently there's wyverns coming near us, and we need to get far away from them, because they can move very fast. So we need to get going. That said, though, Libra, if you want to do us a good solid since you just joined us, if you want to go ahead and heal our other war cleric up here.
Hey, thanks.
There you go. Not bad at all. And they actually have a sport together. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know about that. Let me check. Before I move this over here, let me see. Who's in range? I know the wyvern's in range. Actually, no, he's not. Okay, perfect. In that case, yeah, if you just want to move over here, let's and do some damage here. Why not?
Shall we?
Ugh. And you may be wondering why exactly I'm using Lissa here, even though we're not going to get KOs. And that's because every time you do combat, you actually get a little bit of axe rank, as you can see down there, building up in the gauge down there. So we want to build it ASAP so Lissa can stop using the bronze axe and move on to some actually decent axes like the iron axe and whatnot. So that's the main reason I'm doing that, in case you're curious. That being said, I think a hand axe will do just fine here.
We can do it.
There you go. Another one bites the dust. And a level up for Vake. Alright, not bad. 2 for 1. Level 12. HP, strength, skill, speed. Oh my god, that's a very nice level up. And as you can see, Vake is getting in there with that strength. 17 strength at the current moment. Yeah, he hits freaking hard. One of the reasons I really love using this guy. And the wyvern riders are apparently not here quite yet, so we have a little bit of extra breathing room. So let's keep on moving forward, shall we? Although I'm a little curious how I want to move them. I'm pretty sure it's only the wyvern rider that can reach us at the current moment. Actually, there's 3 of them here, so I gotta be a little bit careful about that. But also, Tharja here is a mage, which means she can also move pretty well as well, so we're gonna be a little bit careful about that. So here's what I'm thinking. I'll move along Q here. Actually, is that in the range of the wyverns? No, it is not. Actually, hold up. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, in that case, I am gonna move Maribel here. We're no longer on desert tile anymore. If you check the map here, we're no longer in desert tile, so we can actually move Maribel pretty well now. So the horse units are gonna be effective once again. Now we're out of the desert sand. Heal at Vake. And I think I'm gonna have Vake go into the fort here, equip the hand axe, and I'm gonna just have him go crazy. He just did 10 sit-ups and didn't even break a sweat. Oh yeah! In the desert heat as well. That's actually kind of impressive, honestly. It's kind of insane, Vake. I'll give you some props for that. And meanwhile, I think I'll have Gregor move over here. I'm pretty sure Gregor will be able to take on whatever comes his way over this way. I'll leave her go here, and once again, I'll go ahead and heal Blissa because free experience, and you know, why not?
Hi.
Nice save.
There you go. And that out of the way, I think I'll move Frederick like here. Like a nice little fortress waiting for them to come to us. And the last thing I want to make sure I'm being careful of, like I said, I want to make absolutely sure we don't get too close to Tharja, because Tharja is an enemy unit at the current moment. We can't get into a combat with her, and if we're not careful, just like what happened with guys back then, we can kill her if we're not careful. So we need to be a little bit careful here. And here comes the wyverns. Okay, good thing we moved over here. And this guy has a killer bow. Uh-oh.
I got your back.
Dodge, 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 dodge. Okay, thank God. Didn't get the crit. That's all I was really worried about there. And here comes another arrow. Actually, all the arrows are coming around here. However, I don't think he's gonna... Yeah. That's enough back talk. Ugh. I don't think that was the smartest move, my man.
Yeah, I rule.
You're to hear, folks. He rules. Case 1 level D as well. Not bad at all. All right, what else we got? We got ourselves some soldiers coming in. All right. Admittedly, I actually don't think I want the crit here because I'd like to take less damage here if possible. Never mind, I dodged. We're cool. Hey! Wow, 1 HP. Just barely hanging on there. And they're gonna go for Frederick. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think Frederick cares that much. A little bit of shit damage, not that much. Wyvern Riders are pretty tanky after all. And here comes Tharja. Okay, we have to make a move here carefully. And here come the Wyvern Riders from behind. We are about to get sworn from all sides. This is about to be chaos. Actually, yeah, this is about to be freaking mayhem. It's a little concerning, but we'll make it through. We've been through worse. We survived worse. So first of all, I'm gonna heal up Gregor here so we can get back into combat. Oh yes. There we go. And now comes the problem of taking care of literally everybody else around here, because there's a lot happening right now. So how do I want to approach this? The Wyvern Riders aren't coming, however, they don't. I don't think they. Let me see. Yeah, they don't quite reach us quite yet, so we can move forward a little bit. And they are very unlikely to hit Panny here. I think I want to just use her to try and take out this Wyvern Rider if I can. Get him, boy, or I don't want to say boy. I'm going to say get him, girl. You're very clearly a girl. My apologies, Panny. I don't know why I said boy. And unfortunately, not quite a KO, but very close. Alright, we'll go over here. I think I'm gonna have Lissa. Lissa's a little risky. Tell you what, Frederick, I'll leave you out in the front here. Go crazy.
Now or never.
Your last breath approaches.
He's not saying the line, dang it! He's still going crazy, so good job, Frederick, but he's not saying the freaking line I want him to say. It's a very famous quote he can say when he crits. He's just not giving it to me, though, unfortunately. Alright, so now I'm gonna go over here, and I feel like Crom right here is probably gonna be fine. I'll use the Leaf Blade, too.
Be careful.
This should be fine.
I will not fail.
He will not fail. Ugh, that's 54. Alright. Get the Killer Bow guy out of here, because that's scary. It's a killer weapon. And hey, he dropped the Killer Bow. Awesome, we can actually get the Devirion. And honestly, I'll put away the Soothing Sword. I think I'll get the Devirion next turn. And hey, we also get the Bullion from the Leaf Sword. Alright, cool. Free money. I'll take it. Now, I'm curious. Can I talk to you with Robin? No, I cannot. Okay, I'll just curious. In that case, I mean, now it still takes some pretty big damage, just admittedly, so this is actually kind of risky. And you have an Elwyn Tome, so you're also kind of scary. Okay, in that case, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have Bait go out. Actually, I think I'll have Robin go out here. Because Robin takes, like, no damage, right? It takes a little bit of damage, however, the chances of him getting KO'd here are very low, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and take out this Wyvern Rider, because I want them out of the air. If we take care of these guys, we severely limit how many people can attack us from all angles. There we go, another one down. We saw the swarm coming from behind us, but this is, you know, we're clearing it, we're making space. So I think now I'm going to go over here with Libra, and okay, Libra can't even take any damage in return, though, so I think I'm actually okay with just doing this. Maybe get a critical hit. Nope, alright, fair enough. However, that is almost a KO. Nice 0 damage to Libra. Like I said, Libra's actually a freaking monster when he joins. His stats are just absurd. And unfortunately, as much as I would like to, you know, KO the mage, I kind of want to take out this guy, because I can't really move from here or else Maribel's going to be in danger, so, I think I'll leave it to good old Gregor here and just, take him out with the Steel Sword. I'm not gonna lie, this next turn is gonna be interesting. There's gonna be a lot of chaos this next turn, but we'll see what happens.
Who wants more Gregor?
Who wants more Gregor? 99 experience, are you serious? So close. Oh well. Alright, you're gonna go for Libra. I don't advise that, my friend. Unless you get a critical hit, then I'm gonna cry. Alright, good. Massive damage in return, not bad at all. Good job, Libra. And you're gonna blast Panny with some magic. Alright. However, Panny's probably gonna dodge. Good work. Alright. And one more Wyvern Rider. However, oh my god, you get doubled? You get freaking murdered. What the heck? Libra, go ahead and just destroy them, yeah.
I am your Omega.
I am your Omega. That's a sick quote. Yeah.
Rest now.
Good work, Libra. And they're going for Panty for some reason. I don't know why. I guess she can't fight back and that's the reason, but I don't know, she doesn't really care that much. And here come the Wyvern Swarm. Okay, this is the problem. However, more importantly, we can finally go over here and talk to Tharja. How you doing, girl? You there, are you with the Plagueans? You seem reluctant to fight.
Maybe.
Death comes for all of us eventually. Why invite it early, fighting for a cause I don't believe in?
What?
So I should take that as a no, or... Let's just say and keep my options open. I mean, along with the king and all, but I like to keep living as well. And I have a bit of a rebellious streak, I'm afraid. A dark side.
Good.
Then perhaps you would rebel now and fight for our cause.
What?
You would trust me? Or is it all just a ploy to plunge a dagger in your back? My sister, Exel, I think she would trust you. And I'm trying to learn from her. Besides, I already need to watch my back, whether you're with us or not.
Interesting.
Well, that's odd. Usually when I bring it to backstabbing, the discussion is over. Alright then, consider me your new ally. For now. And just like that, we got ourselves a brand new recruit. Meet Tharja, everybody. One of my favorite characters in the entirety of the game. But we'll talk about her in just a second. For the meanwhile, so we get this guy a good old lock to the face, shall you? Yeah.
On my mark.
Ugh.
That was close.
I don't think it was close to me. You bashed this guy's face in with a log. I think he's dead. HP, strength, speed. Oh my god, what a level up. Nice job. There we go. Now we got ourselves some Raven Group. It is time for us to talk about the second character and last character joining us in this chapter. One of my personal favorites in the entirety of the game, Tharja, the Dark Mage. Tharja here is going to feel familiar to your other mages because obviously she's a magical unit. However, she's what I was talking about back then when I was talking about Rickon and Muriel and there being a magic class that I enjoy using a lot more, and that is the Dark Mage. The Dark Mage trades off skill and hit rates and luck in return for being significantly beefier than your average mage. Coming with a whopping 10 defense and 25 HP, Tharja is not a glass cannon. She can actually take a hit or two before going down, which makes her a lot more, in my opinion, a lot more fun to use because you don't have to babysit her nearly as much. So when it comes to Tharja herself ignoring her class, let's talk about her stats. 4 strength, obviously not great. 5 skill, a little bit shaky, meaning her hit rates are not going to be super amazing. However, she kind of patches up with her with her skills that she currently has at the moment. Being Hex being a skill that revoices avoidance by 15 for all enemies right next to her, and also, I'm going to say this probably wrong, Anathema, which reduces avoid and dodge by 10 for all enemies within free spaces. So this will kind of patch up her hit rates, however, she is still going to have kind of shaky hit rates starting off, mostly because the dark magic tomes and also her skill stat are kind of low, so her hit rates are going to be a little bit shaky starting off, but she'll eventually grow out of that, and also her skills are going to help her patch it up as well quite nicely. So she's going to start off a little bit shaky hit rates, but she'll get out of it over time, which is kind of nice. Although that's kind of all the bad things I have to say about her, because ignoring all of that, let's talk about her good things. She comes with, let me see here, 11 magic, 12 speed with a 60% magic growth and a 60% speed growth, meaning she's going to very reliably grow these stats and eventually grow into a pretty hard-hitting doubling machine. Although she's not going to be doing that for starting off, because 12 speed, while pretty freaking good, is not like, you know, lightning fast like, say, Long Q is at the current moment. It is a pretty reliable speed stat. She'll very reliably grow it over time. So overall, I like Tharja quite a bit. She's basically a slightly tankier, but trades that off for hit rates, mage. And she can also use all sorts of tomes, in particular, the dark magic tomes, which the other mages could not do. And in particular, she gets to use the Nosferatu tome, which we talked about last time, which is going to help her become a pseudo-tank of sorts, because you can't kill her if she keeps healing off the massive damage she does with Nosferatu tomes. Unfortunately, though, Nosferatu is a little bit of a rarer tome until later in the game, so you don't want to go too crazy with it. However, it is still a very nice tome, and I like it quite a bit. And admittedly, I think most people consider it one of the best weapons in this entire game, so it's pretty reliable. I like it quite a bit. Assuming she hits, of course, because like I said, her skill and her low hit rates, combined with Nosferatu's only 65 hit on the weapon itself, can make it a little bit shaky of a strategy. But if she can pull it off, she can become a very damaging, very hard to KO unit, which is pretty freaking nice. I like Tharja quite a bit, and I can't wait to show her off more. Although she's definitely a fan favorite in the game, so you've probably seen a little bit about her before if you know anything about Fire Emblem Awakening, but I like her quite a bit. That being said, after introducing my fellow Tharja, it is time for us to get back into the Wyvern onslaught oncoming towards us. And, not gonna lie, it's a little scary, but I think we'll be fine. So here's the plan. I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna heal up Panny here, because I want Viren to get over there and start blasting with some arrows. Because, you know, it's what Viren does. So I'm gonna have Viren go over here. Let me actually, make sure I'm actually able to KO everybody here before I do anything. They kind of can't touch Frederick, apparently, so I'm gonna have Frederick start things off right here.
Please stay strong.
Hopefully get a critical hit. There you go.
Now.
He is not saying the line. He has said every single crit quote except for the one I'm waiting for him to say, which is my favorite crit quote in the entire series. And people who play this game, they know exactly the one I'm talking about, so I'm not gonna spoil it for those who don't know about it, but it's freaking amazing. So now that out of the way, I'm gonna have Long Q go over here. He can't really do much damage to them, however, he doesn't really fear getting hit that much. So, it's worth going for. And who knows, if we get some critical hits, this guy will be dead in no time. Like that. Be silent. He lives a current 1 HP, however, we don't really care. There you go. Good job, Long Q. And he draws a hand axe. I'll take that for vague. No complaints here. And in the meanwhile, I think I'm going to go over here with Gregor, and Gregor is going to do the exact same thing. Actually, let me check. How far can Vera move? He can move in for the kill over there. Okay, perfect. In that case, Gregor, go ahead and clear this guy out. Do what Gregor does best. That was a fun quote. You like dragons? There you go. And there's Gregor's level that he was so wrongfully robbed from last time. At level 2, HP, strength. Oh my god, that much makes up for the last chapter level up. He got a terrible level up last time, but that much more makes up for it. Nice job, Gregor. And finally, Emmeryn, if you'd like to be so kind and do what you always do, and make Wyvern Riders regret being born.
My power is yours.
Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. And just like that, we've mostly cleared out all the enemies here, as you can see. It's basically just this one general left, guarding the place, and this one soldier. So, Tharja, if you want to blast the guy with some melt on there, that'd be pretty cool.
We can do it.
Not bad. And there we go, that takes care of you, and then all it leaves now is the general. However, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to move, so here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna go over here, wait a turn, and at this point, we're kind of all good to go. We've taken out most of the problems, so here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna go over here. I'll heal Lyra because, you know, return the favor. Lyra's been healing Lissa quite a bit this chapter. Return the favor and all that. There you go. And damn, Lissa already got B-Staff, like, rank B. That's pretty nice, actually. And if I wanted to, I could probably get Tharja over here to do some combat. Like, I could probably, let me see. I can probably blast the guy with magic, right? Oh, yeah, I definitely can. However, I kind of want to blast him with Vake's hammer. I think that'd be kind of fun, right? Yeah, look at that. Oh, my lord. Okay. Here's the plan, then. Tharja can barely not reach this. However, I think if I go over here... So, yeah, okay, so Mia quite can't read. Okay, it's kind of awkward then. You know what? I'll just wait the extra turn. Screw it, you know, we're already at the end of the chapter here. We've cleared everything out. We're doing fine. We're all good to go. You know what, Vake? You can have it. Why not? Teach Warden a little practice. Not that it's needed. Hey, weapon proficiency, I'll take it. And with all that out of the way, the map is now truly clear. Tharja alone kind of does massive damage to you, however, I'm a little worried about that crit chance, so here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm feeling. I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to... No chance right now with Tharja. There we go, get some extra damage in there. It's a little risky though, because if I get critical hit, I will die. Tharja will die, and I would hate the... You know what? I'm really tempted to do it, but honestly, I don't feel it. I don't want to risk it. Vake, just do the thing. You'll never say of your precedence, old scum. Yeah, well, I have a giant hammer. I think differently. Crit? Yeah. Just you and me. Ooh, 90 damage. That was a lot. Holy crap. Killing me will only feed Plagueis' rage. All out of the way. All I have to do now is save Emmeryn. HP and strength, I'll take it. Anybody want to touch my muscles? Not now, Vake. We have an Exalt to save.
Right. right.
Bravo, the Wyverns are fallen. The skies are clear. I'm giving the signal.
Your Grace.
Your Grace. Phila, I'm glad to see you're safe, but how?
Right.
Conversative men treated me. Come, we must hurry.
What?
What? Pegasus Knights? How did they? That Davis and tactician does not play fair. Yes, well, neither do I.
What?
Risen? Oh, gods, no! Ground, they're risen everywhere!
What?
Damn, not now. Oh, did an army of the living corpses just appear out of the blue? Truly the heavens smile upon mighty King Gangrel this day. Phila, they have archers! They're archers, Phila, no! Risen, how? Your Grace, forgive me. Phila!
Excellent.
Execute one Pegasus Knight! Why should they fall one by one? No.
Gods.
We've lost.
So close.
I believe this is what they call a reversal of fortunes. Now, growl before me, plead, beg for your worthless
I
lives.
will not fail.
I give him my life before I beg it from you.
Eh?
Oh, now that is a good line. A fitting epitome for your tombstone, perhaps. But it's not just your life in the balance. Exel still stands upon the block. And I have a dozen bones trained on her. All it would take is one word from me.
Sister.
Hold on,
Oopsie.
Archers! If this Elysium pops some archers twitches, let you fly your arrows. I'll kill you.
Come on.
Go ahead, I welcome it. Just know you are responsible for your big sister's bloody demise. And what of the rest of you, eh? Who wants the honor of killing the Exalt? No one? Your very bad isn't quite so headstrong anymore, is it? Pathetic.
Damn you.
Damn you.
Back for your life.
Now, my boy. No one needs to die today. Not you, not the Exalt, not your friends. Just lay down your sword and give me the fire emblem. Crom, you can't trust him.
Still.
Of course I can't trust him. I'm not an idiot. But if I just say no, he'll kill her. The gods are cruel, damn them. My sister or my duty. I found with no right answer, yet I must choose. Things are looking bleak. However, I don't think we can do this in good faith. No. That's right, don't give up. There has to be a way. If there is, I can't see it. Oh, gods. I will count to 3. Throw down your weapons, or your Exalt becomes the world's largest quiver. 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Gangrel, hold. You win. Everyone, lay down your...
Enough.
No, wait. Silence!
Sister.
King Gangrel, so no hope you'll listen to reason. You listen to more of your sanctiferous blabber? I think not. No. All I want now is to hear the thunk of arrows and the splat of you as you hit the ground. Take one long last look at your perch. You do so enjoy looking down on your people. Then prepare to meet the ground and your maker. That is, unless someone were to give me the emblem now.
Wait.
Alright, I know you want to prove, but this is my final decision. Maybe someday we'll face a crisis where maybe the emblem would have helped. But I know for a fact that this needs you today. The people need their Exalt. And we need our sister. If those dark days should come, we'll face them together. Crom. Thank you. I know now what I must do. What are you? Plagans, I ask that you hear the truth of my words. War will win you nothing but sadness and pain, both inside your borders and out. Free yourselves from this hatred. Free this cycle of pain and vengeance. Do what you must do, as I will do. See now that one selfless act has the power to change the world.
Sister.
No!
No reaction. Was I wrong then? Crom, this is some torch I'm passing you. So be it.
Gods. Go!
Sister.
Hell no!
Oh, gods, no.